Hey guys, I just want to hop on here real quick, make this little tutorial because you may be familiar with the music site Artlist, and they just released this awesome VFX pack which includes smoke, fire, rain, dust, embers, and fog. I think this is a great starting point to learn VFX. That's how I got started with some action essentials and just little packs here and there. You don't really see it in my vlogs that much, but I do VFX for client work. I just want to make this tutorial because if you're on a music site looking for music, you may be a vlogger and you just got VFX and you have no idea what to do with it. I'm going to show you. You're going to hop into After Effects. I have all the effects here. Let's start with fire. That is probably going to be the easiest one. So we're going to find a clip here on Storyblocks. This isn't sponsored. I just used all of these sites. Okay, here we go. Here's a car on fire. This is perfect. Oh, it just blew up. Okay, I'm going to pull it into this little thing, make a new comp, car explosion. I'm going to name it car explosion. Shift 8 will give you a little marker so then I can put that back there. So we want our fire to last this long. I mean, this works pretty universally across all effects. That one's going out of frame. This one doesn't go up to the top of the frame like the last one. So we're gonna drop this in here, scale it back down, scale it down a lot, actually, and I can throw this into add, gets rid of that black background. So obviously you would take time to blend the elements in, but let's just say the top of that car's on fire. This actually looks pretty slow compared to the rest, and it's not matching the wind. I'm not gonna get bogged down in how the wind is moving, and this is, but I am going to time stretch. You go to 50%, I think that speeds it up. That looks better. You can kind of see the reference of how the smoke looks here. So you would typically add smoke, which they did give us smoke. I don't know if it's car smoke. Yeah, I mean, you can blend these elements together here. If you wanted to throw this in, it's black again. So you're gonna scale it down to 50% for smoke. You're gonna throw that into screen. You're just gonna reposition it. You're definitely gonna wanna crop out that bottom, hit M for mask, go to subtract, feather it out a little bit, and that car is already starting to look better. And I'm just gonna roto out that car real quick. This is gonna be super rough. Obviously these elements don't look perfect in here, but the next trick would be on that smoke layer to blend it in with the sky more. Either drop the opacity. I mean, that works. Another thing to do would be to put a levels effect on that. And with the levels, I can kind of go more towards like, instead of bringing it out like that, I'd go more towards the shadows. So you have some reference fire here to what the color should be. So one of my favorite effects is tritone. This isn't the ideal example. I got a little too detailed in that, but that was the basics of that. The same goes for the other effects. Sad, unhappy man sitting by a window. This dude's pretty sad. Obviously, rain is going to add to the emotion. So I'm gonna drop the rain in here, hit screen again, and you'd have to mask around everything in here. When you have your stuff masked out, you're gonna make your rain an alpha inverted matte. You would do the same exact thing to the bottom windows. I just don't want to go through that process right now. And then same thing, kind of lower the opacity because that's like super bright. Maybe throw some levels on there, and you can kind of play around with what looks the best. When it's hitting the window, it may not be perfect, so a little Gaussian blur. So it's raining, you're obviously gonna have to adjust the mask on this guy. You have a scene where it's raining outside, so this went from this depressing guy to even more depressed, and the rain would just add to the mood of that scene. I went a little too detailed in those, but my main point was all you do is drop the footage in, throw it into screen or add, depending on what it is. I think this is a really great starter pack for VFX artists, so it's pretty cool that Artlist, the music site, just kind of came out with it, because I do get all my other effects from Action VFX. Check them out in the link below. It is an affiliate link. If you're just getting started out, want to play around with effects, they're offering this for free right now. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm gonna try and get this video up as soon as possible. That was kind of like the quick rundown of the tutorial. I'm assuming you have a basics of After Effects knowledge. You can also do the same thing in Premiere. It's just not going to be as effective. I prefer After Effects for this kind of stuff because the masking and whatnot, Premiere gets really weird with that. So I hope that was helpful. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or if you want to see more of a detailed breakdown of an actual shot I've done in the past that I'd throw these effects into. Be sure to hit all the buttons, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.